What's up, y'all? Sergio, aka Soldier the Great. Another day, another great day. Today I got up. I was on one today. Today I made some decisions for myself, for my life, for my future that require me to, take certain actions in the moment, but just to develop a sense of discipline and urgency with my movements and just overall intention, structure, routine, things like that, right? I've talked about being consistent. I've talked about reclaiming your power, all these things. All these things, they go together. And I ain't gonna say they go in stages, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just right now, where I'm at within myself and my life, I'm at the point where it's like, all right, I've spent a long time wondering what to do with myself, right? Spent a long time rebuilding a relationship with myself to even had the self-esteem to put myself out here like this and uh, have a good and healthy, solid relationship with myself to know myself from the inside out, right? So now, for me, it's about discipline. It's about doing what I know I need to do. Cutting out distractions, focusing in and staying focused on what I need to stay focused on. It's because one thing I realized, I don't have a problem with focusing. I just be focused on the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with routine and doing the same thing and this and this and that. I just put that energy and attention towards the wrong things that weren't aligned with my purpose, right? So today, when I was getting up, like I've been developing a routine of I get up, brush my teeth, do my hygiene, then I stretch. I stretch, do some little push-ups, some squats, just some shit like that. Little shadow boxing, little sparring, little self-sparring. I'm not sparring with nobody else, but just shadow boxing, just to be doing something. You know what I'm saying? And move my body, express my body, use my body before I lose it. You know what I'm saying? I've built up muscles and a certain physique about myself, along with a natural combat inclination, right? But without structure and discipline, that don't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? I could be the best artist I want to be, or whatever it is, but without discipline, you won't get anywhere, right? And I've seen, I ain't just gonna say posts, but I've seen posts and heard people talk about how, and respectfully as possible to anybody, but some of the dumbest people get the most results just because they're consistent in whatever they're doing. Some of the smartest people, i.e. me, don't get any results or you won't get any results because you aren't consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I spent a long time thinking myself out of, like, tricking my own self out of position, right? I spent a lot of time doing that, like years and years and years doing that shit. Just off of, low self-esteem and low self-love and just not putting the same emphasis and energy that I put into and onto others into myself. You got to pour into yourself first and foremost before you can think you can feel some, like they say on a plane. You got to put your own mask on first before you can help save your neighbor, the next person. I've been trying to put everybody else's mask on and help them find their mask, and I've been trying to do all that. But I've been losing my own oxygen, right? And before I keep wasting my life, I'm going to do what the fuck I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lock the fuck in. Because one thing I learned just from spurts of being locked in and doing this and doing that I needed to do or thought I needed to do, results come like that. You know what I'm saying? There was not even just the results, as in like people being impacted, but like when I really focus on something, I get shit done. You know, when I really focus on, I need to do this. I want to do this. I'm gonna do that. I get that shit done. It fucking happens relatively quick. You know what I'm saying? So just discipline, direction. But I needed to figure out and learn what my purpose was and what direction to go. So I'm not just going full steam ahead in the wrong direction. Because I did that. I've done that. I've been going full speed ahead in the wrong direction for a vast portion of my life. Following other people lead, following my peers, following societal standards, social media, following just, you know what I'm saying, pressure from like my I can't say parents necessarily because I only ever really had one, but my mom, you know, just shit like that. And now I'm fully whole as myself again, for one, and two, I'm full of myself, right? I'm back to me. I'm back to doing my thing wholeheartedly. What people unapologetically, all that shit. I'm focused. I'm back. I'm back. Nah, but for real though. And you know, who's to say? You know, it might not be another time or portion in my life where I go back to the inner sanctums of myself, right, to figure some things out. I know I won't be starting from nothing. I'll be starting from experience, though. I'll be starting from what I've already collected, you know, experience-wise, and transmutation of figuring out what to do with my experiences, right? What to make of the things that I've done, I've seen, I've observed, I've been through, I've made it through, you know what I'm saying? What to do with these things. And for one, my most potent thing to do is what I'm doing right now. Speaking life into life over others, to others, but in a not concerted, because I'm not really doing it with somebody else, but like in a orderly and structured fashion. So me using my YouTube channel is me channeling my energy and messages to whoever needs to see them, right? And you know, I still like randomly talk to people out and about. I talk to my peers, I talk to my loved ones and shit like that. But nah, I really had to put majority and a lot more of my focus and energy into what I know I need to be doing. It's like, alright, I gave myself grace and time to figure out what I need to do, to figure myself out, right? To figure out, alright, I got all this potential. I know I do. I know I'm fucking awesome. I'm not even just an awesome good person, but you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking lit, right? But what do I do with it though? How do I how do I be my full potential in a way that's like constructive, and it helps benefit not only other people, but it benefit me too. You know what I'm saying? In a way where I can make something of my life out of being myself, right? That's what I've been figuring out all these years. So, okay, boom. I have a grasp on what the fuck that is. Giving back what I was given. All these I don't like saying lessons no more, because just hear that word, lessons. But all these experiences that I've been given to make something out of, turning negatives into positives, and shit, even using negatives to just add on to the collective, to extract wisdom and knowledge, right? Making something out of myself in my life. But that requires discipline. I figured out what to do. Now I'm disciplining myself to do it consistently, like I've consistently done everything else, right? I spent a long, I've been home from prison since April 7th, 2017, and I mean, really up until recent, like this year. I'm not gonna say I never did anything in terms of like what I think I should do for myself, or like I've done. I started making custom apparel, like making hoodies and T-shirts and fucking. I got rolling trays made and grinders and just branding material things, but that is not my sole purpose. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing, like as a main objective in life. That's like something I can do in conjunction with it, with all this shit. I can, kick that back off and bring back out, just y'all. Hey, if you've been around, you know what the fuck I'm capable of doing, what I've done. So stick around. And if you ain't been around, stick around to see. But coming soon, SVG, more SVG apparel coming soon. That's my lifestyle brand, SVG. Strength, Valor, Glory, and Sovereign. That's my new rebrand. Sovereign is the new SVG meaning, along with Strength, Valor, Glory. So it's Strength, Valor, Glory, Sovereignty, Sovereign, right? You can say Savage, but that's where it came from. Savage. Niggas used to be a part of a group called Savage Boys, right? So I took that negative and turned it into a positive. I made something out of something that I had as a kid and figured out how to build a life based off of it, right? SVG, Strength, Valor, Glory, Sovereign. Boom. I'm sovereign. We all sovereign, but I'm sovereign. That means free. Oh, that's another note that I put to talk about in this video. Sovereignty is freedom, but freedom is not free necessarily. It comes with a fucking cost. What does it cost? Discipline, focus, energy. You know what I'm saying? It costs you to maintain yourself, manage yourself. I wasn't managing myself properly, which is why I was getting the results that I was getting, right? Even though people see, and I take this time to say and shout out everybody that is here, has been here along the way, that believe in me, that has seen potential in me, even when I didn't see what they saw, until they expressed it to me, right? Even though, like, I just knew deep down what I am, but I didn't know how to, like, express it or articulate it, right? How to fully, like, define myself. So now I want to, give shout outs to everybody. It's a lot of y'all. Like, I ain't about to get into naming names and all this and all that. You want to drop a comment, I'll give you some knowledge. Just later on down the line, I'll do all that shit, all the breaking it down and making it personal and shit. But appreciate y'all, man, because y'all help me see me more fully. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, help me to define myself, to get me to this point right here. You know what I'm saying? What they be saying on social media, what the little post say, when I get rich, I'm taking y'all all out to dinner, man. I'm taking y'all, what y'all want for the store when I get rich? Nah, but for real though. Sovereignty is freedom. Freedom is not free though. It costs discipline, intention, focus, energy. It costs, y'all. It costs to be the boss. That's what they say. It costs to be the boss. You want to be the boss of your own life? And I don't even look at myself like an entrepreneur or nothing like that. But I'm just saying, like, I manage myself, right? I'm not here to work a job, a 9 to 5, but I've done it to survive, and you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. What's up, Mom? How you doing? All right. What's up, little Mom? You good, man? I'm here to manage my own life and be a light and example for my family, man, my closest people that's to me, my loved ones, but you know, to others who need to see it. Just like on the way, on my journey, on my path, it's taking me to see examples of what I can be or what I need to be outside of myself. But it came in the form mostly of people that I don't know, like people I seen on the internet, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Just different people. It could be a rapper. It could be an influencer, or just anybody. Like anybody that I look at and I see parts of myself in. Like, damn, they real charismatic. They real energetic. They real this. They be dancing. They whatever it is that I see them doing, that I relate to, that I want to do within myself, that I stop myself from doing. I use that as inspiration and a reference point to say, all right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm meant to be doing, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna keep it brief as possible. You know what I'm saying? 15 minutes, 16 minutes. But I'm gonna keep these zones coming a bit more frequently. Appreciate y'all, and again, you know what I'm saying, keep the feedback coming. Share, like, comment, all that, all the good YouTubian things. And I'm getting used to that aspect of this shit too. You know what I'm saying? But it's a process. So I appreciate y'all being here so far, and I'm looking forward to serving y'all better, bringing y'all more, just doing better in general. Appreciate y'all. Peace and prosperity.